Hey, it's time for me, LaDonna Ray, to yet slide into another Clubhouse room.
And he is safe.
So the one that I found for tonight, I'm trying to pass the time. It's not dinner time, it's after lunch. I just need to pass the time. And for those of you that have been on Clubhouse, I know it's fairly new. It's been out since April. They're already $100 million company.
Okay then. We hold the world ransom for $100 billion.
And they have quite a bit of users. With that being said, there are so many users that are going on and creating rooms, being inside of rooms, and becoming what's called a moderator. So just when you go onto Clubhouse and you start a room, you are a moderator. It is totally up to you to keep the flow going, okay? So what I've done, I've been going into different rooms, and I've been a moderator like forever many times, but that's not the whole point. I've also started rooms where I was the moderator, and I had my little cheat sheet, and I decided, you know what? This is not easy. So let me teach people how to moderate these rooms on Clubhouse. So I have how to moderate like a boss. So how to moderate a room like a boss every Friday on Clubhouse. You have to go on Clubhouse to be a part of it. And that's at 9 a.m. Central Time. All right. So the room that I chose to dip into is called, Is Clubhouse Causing Expert Fatigue? Now, there are 23 people in this room. I like the small rooms when I do these videos. There are 23 people in this room, and 13 people have a microphone. So you'll see 23/13. That's what that means. Let's listen in. Now, I can't peer you in because of Clubhouse regulations. The only time I can record these rooms and you can hear them is if I were to put in the title that it's being recorded. So I'm not doing that. I'm going to be commentating. Here we go. Okay, already someone's talking. Now, when I go in initially, they can't hear me. I'm just in the audience. What's the likelihood of someone being on here and being a real contributor is what the person is saying. And cultivating a social media following. That's authenticity is what he says. Instead, we're seeing the BS culture. There's been a complaint about people who start Clubhouse rooms. They're not always qualified to be called experts, but yet they are calling themselves experts. Now, this room is being moderated by Ashley and Evan. She says that I am directing the conversation. I'm not being rude. She's a good moderator. She's setting the expectations. Do you guys feel like this idea of an expert is to shut down conversations from other people? Addie's chiming in. I want to raise my hand. I just want to hear more. Ooh, she's talking about experts dominating the conversation. I'm going to raise my hand. I just did. Muting. They're afraid they're going to see us how we really are. There's a fine line between narcissism and personal branding. He's so right. Because of the need for economics, they're tied to the concept that my livelihood depends on me personally branding. Do you believe that? Submit some feedback for what? This is freedom of speech. Come on now. They try to sound like they know more than they know. An uneducated response. Influential marketing has always been around. Clubhouse is no different than the rest of the internet. You gotta do your research and find out what's real. People are trying so hard to present themselves in a certain way just to get attention. Okay, the loud person versus the quiet person. Have to figure it out, people. Hi, I don't know if I have just something to add to this because I'm over here like cringing. I understand the platform, but sometimes we have to understand the actual platform. So Clubhouse is not advertising itself as a place to get official information. Clubhouse is just like being, if you think about a conference, those people, I'm not going to go to the conference unless I read the bio, unless I see what the conference is about and decide to buy my ticket, right? But if it's a free conference, I'm still going to read the bio of the expert that's speaking and decide if I want to listen to that person speak. Well, in Clubhouse, we're not reading the bio. We have access, yes, but there's no presentation to say that this person is qualified to tell me a thing. But if you think about if I'm just in a room with someone and I tell them my business, they're going to want to give me advice.
So what do you think?
Go on, honey. Take a chance.
But it's up to me to take it as a grain of salt or not. And I know that I've been in some rooms. I've been in some rooms and I'm hearing a lot of crap. I absolutely am. I've had people come in my rooms with crap, and I correct them, but you know, this is just gonna happen. But I like the idea of having the moderation style of saying, you know, this is, thank you for your, I'm glad you're excited and enthused, but this is not the space for that. And therefore you set the expectations for the people that are listening and the people that are speaking. The people that are speaking, you vetted them. Okay, and now you've vetted those people, they're speaking, they know what they're talking about, and now no one else from the audience needs to come in and chime in, because that's not your space. If you want to chime in on the subject matter, have your own room. But there are two purposes here. There's the purpose of the person having the room. I hope I said that right. There's the purpose of the person having the room, and there's the purpose of the person joining the room. If they match, it's a match. If not, get out of there.
Get out! Yo! Chill, man. Get out! Chill, man!
10 seconds later.
I totally agree with you on that. I come from a generation where we didn't start off with the internet. Therefore, I understand that the statement when someone says, it was on the internet, it must be true. You're on the internet. That doesn't make it true. You know what I mean? So just because it's on the internet, it does not make it true. We have to quantify and qualify people that we take advice from. I had coronavirus last year, really bad. It almost took me out of here. My doctor, who went to medical school and did a residency and so on and so forth, told me, well, the good thing is you can't get it again. I had to use my common sense to say I'm still going to wear a mask. Do you understand?
Say what?
So even though she was my doctor, she told me the good thing is you can't get it again. In my mind, I'm feeling like, first of all, you don't know much about it because it just got here. Number two, I'm not going to take that advice just because you're my doctor. So we have to quantify and qualify people that are giving us advice. I'm not going to go just like LegalZoom. But if I'm going to LegalZoom to get my legal consultation, then I'm going to get what I get. But if I go to an attorney, then he can show me how this works. You see what I mean? So it's just different. I can't come to Clubhouse for my legal advice, for my medical advice, not even for my parental advice. It's just my opinion. And there was misinformation in the room. I'm going to get out of this room. They're really bringing it. And I'm going to have to give them an A+. A+ on this room. It's being moderated nicely. They're talking about the topic. They're staying on task, and they're moving people around like they should, and they're explaining what they're doing. So they're setting the expectation. I give this room an A+ on Clubhouse. That's it for me.
Elvis has left the building when you go.
This has been mind-boggling and exhausting. To sleep after this, somebody, just cross your fingers for me so that I can get some rest from this Clubhouse mess.